Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brian.
I'm Joey.
This is episode 125 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. Come on along, everybody. Spend the next hour or so with us talking about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bikepacking, bike camping, Rothrock grit, just playing bikes. How you doing, Joey?
I am excellent.
Yeah, you look good tonight.
Thank you.
There's storming outside.
Festivus.
You can probably hear it. Like maybe they'll be able to hear the background noise on the podcast. We got no live stream tonight.
Yeah.
We are straight up old school. Doesn't it kind of feel freeing?
It feels great.
It feels really like...
We could talk to each other without the computer.
Yeah, we're just sitting here talking to each other, and it's just mics plugged into the thing, no headphones, no cameras, no nothing. I love it. I love it a lot. I'm feeling it. You said you like the live stream, though. But it's Wednesday.
It's fun, but it's nice to change it up.
Yeah.
It's been a weird month and a half for podcasts for us.
Yeah, we've
so
missed,
much different.
Yeah, it's just been scheduled. Have been weird.
Yeah.
Like I think it was, maybe it was because of COVID. We didn't have as much. Maybe COVID made it easier.
COVID made it. Yeah, there you go.
I'm wondering if that maybe was a part of the case. But
yeah.
So I'm just coming back from Rothrock Grit in Rothrock State Forest near State College, Pennsylvania. I set up mics there. I sent you pictures of this, Joey. I talked to a bunch of folks, including Tanya and Marianne, the event organizers, Brad from Dronediculous, our very good friend, Father Dave, joined me for a little back and forth, some friends of the podcast, some folks from Specialized, and this is the really cool part. You have to wait all the way to the end to hear this. A young lady by the name of Emily, only 15 years old, that laid out her training plan and strategy to do the Rothrock Grit race better than I think either one of us could have probably put something together. She walked through all of her nutrition and all the things that she was doing. And then she actually followed up with a voicemail recap from the event. So it's really cool.
I
kind
asked
of
for sound bites.
Full circle thing. Yeah. It is field work, so pardon some of the audio with the background noise, but I think it adds a little certain something. The packet pickup was at the J&L Cidery, and that's where I set up mics and had everybody sitting around tables, and so the audio is probably going to come off a little rough. But
did you know? You know how people wonder about the alcohol content of beer?
Yeah.
Well, the alcohol in the beer actually wonders what the Larry content is.
You were on fire that night.
Yeah.
You said all kinds of things. Like what? Because Larry was there for Rothrock, and we were staying together, and Joey knew that because
Larry's like the modern day Chuck Norris.
So Larry showed up with his truck all banged up because he basically ran over a deer and destroyed the front end of his truck. But you know what? The West Virginia, it didn't slow him down one bit. No, he enjoyed the entire weekend. I think we all should have that
if something like that, yeah. If you can report it or whatever and do what you need to do and then just enjoy the weekend before you have to deal with it.
Move on.
What I want to know, is there cars in West Virginia that Larry can buy?
I don't know.
Because there's not a lot of cars around here.
Listen to the podcast because he talks about what he's looking to do, because we're pretty sure that the ridge line is done.
Oh.
So,
It was afraid of Larry and just...
yeah. What was the one thing you said?
I had a lot of them.
You said the flu gets a Larry shot every year?
Yeah. Well, I was going to do something with COVID and Rona, and I don't know how people are that politically...
No, you can't do that. It was a fantastic few days, a couple of days at least, in Pennsylvania, getting to see some old friends, make some new friends, and because COVID's canceled. It's done.
Until you go to Panda Express.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I went on a ride. I told you I went on a ride to the hunky-doriest Calvert County place on the water. What's that place called at the end of Brooms Island? And they still, doors are closed.
Lens
They have
Marina. Lens Marina.
Tables outside. I'm like, I just need beverage. It's hot. I'm on the ride.
Did you go to Stoney's or Lens Marina?
Lens Marina.
Lens
Because we used to
Marina,
always
okay.
go there.
Yeah.
I was like,
Stoney-
out of all places, yeah, they'd be fine.
Yeah.
Because I still carry a mask in my bag and stuff, but I forgot my wallet, so I had Apple Pay. But they just wouldn't let me in the store to use it. They have it blocked off. But I went to
come
the
on.
mom. Here it goes.
Here it goes.
Mom
we're
and
not
pop
gonna
store,
go.
and they're all another typical Calvert County place.
We were on a ride down there one time, and we went to Stoney's, and Stoney's wouldn't give us water. It was a really hot day, and we were looking for someplace to get water.
Yeah.
And they were like, sorry, no, we can't get you water today.
Can't sit here.
Like, what?
Yeah, we had the Panda Express. I did eat a lot of Panda Express today.
Did you actually still go there?
Yeah,
I called them the other day, and I said, I'm looking for someplace to go to lunch. Are you guys open for dining? And they were like, no. And I was like, okay, I'll go find somewhere
Huge
else.
accident on the bridge. Not huge, but there was like it was, Waze said it would take me an hour to get home from across the bridge. Mm-hmm. And I just did like 800 miles in the truck.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? The only place with traffic? So I got some Panda. Ate it.
You did like a whirlwind, like travel, like Brian travel, like where you drove down to North Carolina yesterday and then drove halfway back. And
yeah, I drove like 8 hours yesterday total, and then the last 3.5, 4 today.
well, that's not so bad.
I mean, back in March I did it. I woke up at 4 in the morning and I got back at 5 at night.
Yeah.
That was like 800 miles.
How many boats did you pick up?
19 or 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You can
That's-
sell that
that's-
plastic on the plastic black market.
Yeah.
You probably get more money than kayak for 'em.
I know, probably. Oh, we'll melt this down for you. Anyway,
What are you drinking?
I got an old fashioned,
Old fashioned.
like a true. Like I even put orange peel in this one.
You are on the old fashioned. This is like probably a month in a row for podcast nights where you've done
Podcast nights. I've always loved them. I went real heavy this whole off season.
They've never really been my
Man, I'll tell you
favorite.
what, though.
What? What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got?
Big thing of-
Holy cow! That's a big bottle
So
of
this
Bullet.
thing's $40.
That's not that bad.
You know how much this thing is? $30.
Wait a
It's
minute.
like shopping at BJ's.
Where'd you get the big one that you paid so much for the little one?
Mike's over in. This is probably maybe 26.
Okay.
This is the. What size is this one? I don't know. It's a smaller one.
They fool you because the big bottle, it's really thick glass.
It's really thick.
Yeah, that's why.
It took us a while to go. Well, it took us 2 days to go through the big one. I mean, it's like.
Anyway, so you're drinking old fashioned. You gave me. I thought it was just a regular bubbly water, but you gave me a White Claw,
Yeah, it's my secret attack.
natural lime. It's like it's the first time I've ever had a White Claw. I think.
Yeah, Jess is 2 tonight. We went
Yeah.
to an after school. We went
Yeah.
to an end of the year function.
Uh huh.
So we went to the liquor store. I've only drinking alcohol with Jess twice.
What?
On my wedding and today.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Are you serious?
She used to be like the beer lady of Baltimore.
I had no
She would,
idea.
she homebrewed. She would have started a book on crap or something. I don't know.
Oh wow.
I think her ex-boyfriend is doing more with that. But she was like the beer woman of Baltimore.
The side of Jess I never knew.
Yeah, she knows way too much about beer. I mean,
Wow.
I'm like, it tastes good.
Well, all I've got for my little catch-up thing is Rothrock, and you're going to hear enough about Rothrock when we run through all the different segments because I got a lot of it. What's going on in your world? You've got a big, long
No,
list
I just wanted to write it
here.
out.
I know, but that's okay.
We're trying to keep this short.
How was Loudon 1725 last weekend?
Actually, I have my dates wrong. And I was messaging Andy Bacon of that, and he sent me something back. He's like, "Yeah, I'll send some more email updates out next week." And this was last week. I'm like, "Oh, I thought it was Sunday last week."
Yeah.
There was so much bike stuff going on last week, and there was the Frederick. There's another one, and Rothrock. I'm like, "Ooh."
And then Unbound.
Oh, yeah.
Third can.
It was like the kickoff weekend of summer gravel.
Yeah, and I probably said this way too many times, and you'll hear it again, but it really felt like Rothrock because it was the first event in my world with no masks and no crazy protocols and hand washing stations and all that other stuff. It really felt like it was the kickoff.
Yeah.
I did. It did to me. I know things like Monkey Knife Fight have happened, and there's been events that have happened. Mm-hmm. This one just felt different to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. Just felt a little different.
So Loudon is actually this weekend, which sorry, Max. So we were actually going to ride to CNO Sunday, and then we were just kind of worn out. So had a nice long ride, planned in St. Mary's, got all the way over there. 35-minute drive to where I wanted to. Forgot my shoes here.
Oh no! Did
Like
you really?
I spent the whole morning. I let Jess relax. Like I loaded the bikes up, got all the gear, and it was literally one of those things where I said, I put my socks in my pocket because I put my flip flops on. It's like I need flip flops because I'm going to get Chipotle after. Otherwise, I put everything on because I'm bad about forgetting stuff on rides.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll put my shoes on, but no. And then we got to the ride, and like,
you know what's fixed that for me? My Pedal Industries bag.
yeah, but I don't. I have a whole bag from Specialized like that.
But I mean, it's like I know. Like okay,
I ride
the
from
shoe-
home so
the
much.
shoes go in and it zips up.
Yeah.
And the helmet. Well, that's why, because now I ride so much from home.
Yeah.
That when I do go somewhere, it's almost like having that like bag that if something's missing and you haven't zipped up a compartment yet, then you know you don't have what you need.
Yeah.
And that's the way I use it because I'm like, I would
Yeah,
forget shoes
that's what my Specialized duffel bag is. It's separated, but
and everything's labeled and you know exactly. So I basically just open up the whole bag, and then as I put stuff in, I close the zippers.
Yep.
With the label, so that when everything's closed up, I know that I have everything I need. That's kind of
well. Usually, like when I'm going to something like an event, I'll make a little checklist.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got home, and then I was like, I don't want to ride from. I did the average Joe Loop like 4 something times last week.
Yeah.
I was like, no. So we actually drove past Lusby to St. Paul's because like I wasn't driving through Lusby at like 10 o'clock on a Sunday.
Wait a minute, you drove past Lusby to St.
So we
Paul's.
went. We just drove up the road a few miles. And
Okay.
parked at the church. Because then we went up and then
just to start a little different. In a different
just
place.
start a little different. Tire riding
That's
down.
cool. Yeah.
And then on the way back, we're not dealing with Lusby.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, that's smart.
no, we went and did the St. Leonard Brooms Island. Obviously went down Brooms Island and the back roads, and almost went in Tom King's pool.
That would have been smart.
Yeah, I know. It was just really grimy and gross.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
Well,
We
it's
didn't
okay.
start till
That's
like
what
11:30.
cleans it all off.
Yeah.
Tom's pool, like
Yeah.
a cleaner.
That was good. It was just wasn't a whole lot. It was close to the amount of climbing.
Mhm.
I get different climbing from my watch and my Garmin with Strava.
I just go with whichever device gives me more.
Yeah, I would say one was like 7, so it was like 33 miles, but almost 2,000 feet. It's like, all right, well, we got a couple thousand feet and 40
Are you in a
miles.
Kona?
Yeah.
Or all city?
That friggin' Kona is like the
You liking a
I
650?
freaking love. No, I put my 700s on.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So for Loudon, though, I'm putting on the 650s.
Okay.
I need to borrow someone's air. You got an air compressor?
Yeah.
I just need a nozzle to do tubeless.
Yeah.
I'll tape tomorrow. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Because I got some nice 650 WTB. They're not byways. They're a little more aggressive.
So I've got 2 air compressors. I got a big one and a little one.
Yeah.
You can actually have the little one.
Well, my little one burned.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can actually have it until you replace whatever.
I'll get one. I just need it over the next few days to charge. I don't even need a pressed ahead. I just need a nozzle because I take the valve core out.
Yeah.
But I'll run the 650s for Loudon, and I'll let Jess, because Jess has the nice Chris King wheels with the Pathfinders.
How wide are the 650s?
47s. That's what we talked about. That's what you're going to get soon.
Yeah, I
You need it for the PA stuff.
I don't know what it was, and maybe it had been since it's been a very long time since I've actually bombed down a hill in gravel.
Yeah.
That first downhill, I was a little sketched.
The thing that's nice about the 650s versus the 700s on stuff like that, where it is pretty gnarly, is the 650s absorb and the 700s deflect.
Well, it wasn't
you
rough.
have more
It
control.
was smooth.
Oh.
But you had to stay in the tread. But it was like spots where all of a sudden, because they just put down new gravel, it would get like a little loose. And I just felt like those 38s, they didn't float. They didn't float at all. And I'm sitting in the back of my mind going, that's new gravel. It's fresh gravel. If you come across something, you got people in front of you, people behind you. You don't want to eat it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that there's no shame in just grabbing brakes the whole way down.
I didn't grab brakes the whole way down.
You did on the 2 weeks ago.
No, that was going up.
Oh,
that
okay.
was grabbing brakes going up. No, I didn't grab brakes the whole way down, but I definitely felt a little tenser than I would have wanted to, and I probably was moving a little slower. I probably was feathering the brakes some and then letting it go. After that first
I'm a
climb,
slow descender.
You at Rothrock, man, you come out of the gate and it's like there's no warm up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh look, a giant hill. Let's go up it. It's like right out of the box.
No, I mean, and I used to do years of downhill stuff, like downhill mountain biking, but I mean now I'm 30, 31. I gotta go to work. I think about my injuries. And you go down on gravel, that stuff hurts.
Yes, sir.
Going out on asphalt hurts. Gravel's another.
Yep.
thing.
You got to pick it out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, before I forget, at the start of Rothrock, there was a GTD jersey.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
right
yeah.
up front. Right. And I don't know who it was. I tried to go over because I started. My whole story is I had to get back here Saturday afternoon. So I went up Friday night.
Because I called you and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna be at the after party, like, and I'll call you and like maybe Dave and other people will be there." And like, "Oh, I'm in my like you were like in your porch
I was
outside."
already home.
Dang, you're in Breams Island or St. Leonard.
I needed to get home in the afternoon, so I only did the 25. But I started with Larry at the very back of the first group, the 65. But I saw a GTD jersey up front, and I need to know who that was because I tried to get up there to see it. And
That was Mike Concho.
Could have been. I tried to get up there to see it, who it was, and it kind of disappeared on me. And then I came back around again, and then when they went, I was like, "Oh, there it is again." And so I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
I tried my best to figure it out.
So I'm going to sum up a couple of these. So like Loudon, I'm kind of tossed because I'm trying to be a good store ambassador, ride ambassador. I'm like, what kit do I wear to Loudon? I kind of want to wear my pack thing because of the store and the fire. But maybe I'll wear my pack bibs and my GTD jersey.
There you go.
But I need to wear my GTD. Like, it's one of those, like...
No, you can't be that guy. You can't wear that all mismatched.
No, I won't. No, God, no.
Okay, no.
No, that was a joke. Otherwise, I like going incognito on, like, social rides.
Uh-huh.
I did wear my pack kid, but I'll wear, like, black. I love, like, a nice, solid colored jersey and just black bibs. Mm-hmm. No one's like, oh, that's the bike mechanic.
Go over here and fix my bike.
Hey,
my brakes are doing this. My brakes are
Not
doing
that I don't like helping people, but sometimes if I go to certain things, I'm like, I came to ride. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Loudon. Now that I have the right weekend, I got a badass bike for it. Like, I am so excited for gravel rides with this Kona. It is. Yeah. I love my Sequoia, and that's going to get replaced. But it's not going to be my like gravel bike. Like, this freaking Kona is amazing. It also brings me to one of my big bugaboos. Like,
go for it.
Not like there's this whole mentality of bike shift because of it. Like, I got this badass gravel bike climbing. It's a great endurance road bike. Mm-hmm. Like, the gearing is actually really nice. I don't really care about the.
We talking about the Kona or the All City?
The Kona.
Kona. Okay.
The Kona is like the All City killer for me. I love my All City. I need to ride it tomorrow night. But it makes me like mentally want to shift my brain. Like, it'd be cool to have something like the Kona and like an Athos from Specialized.
Yeah,
because the Kona and the All City are like the All City and the Sequoia and the Kona, like there's a lot of overlapping geometries. The All City is more road, all road. The freaking Kona is just amazing. It's so comfortable. It climbs well. The gearing's great.
Do you think that Kona could be like a one bike?
The Kona could have been my answer back, like when like my Diverge and my Journeyman, when I wanted that one bike. The Kona almost feels like it.
We keep saying Kona, but people may not know which model it is.
The Libre.
Okay.
I'll end up with the Kona. There's the Sutra ULTD will replace my Sequoia. It's the closest thing I can find.
Full on Kona.
Yeah, but the Kona, I've loved the Konas. I used to have a Kona hardtail. Someone locally still has it. It kind of mirrors a lot of like what I like about Salsa and stuff. It's a niche company. They make really cool gravel mountain bikes.
They also don't cut the corners on the little components.
And they make really nice stuff. And when you buy like my Libre, it's a full GRX. It's not a mixed match bullcrap.
It's not like GRX, but then like the bottom bracket.
And it's not overly complicated. I like the geometry, and it freaking rides amazing.
Yeah,
like I put 120 miles on it last week.
Cool.
So I had my biggest week in a long time.
That's awesome, dude.
But with travel and stuff, I haven't ridden this last few days.
Tell me. Yeah. I may be a little bit. Yeah. This may be a little bit inappropriate. Yeah. But I have to ask you.
I don't like Trek. I'm sorry.
No. So this might be a little bit inappropriate. Since the shop burned down.
Oh boy.
And you don't have like a place you have to be in the morning to like turn a key.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've got a little bit more free reign to get on the bike for like group rides and club rides?
Club rides I've done a few club rides already.
Yeah, because that's a part of why I ask. Yeah. It's like I think in the mornings I know that you go.
So mornings I'm usually out the door pretty early.
Yeah, I'm not talking about mornings, but
there's
I'm talking
still
about
a lot to do.
The evenings.
Yeah,
I feel like I've sensed you've got a little more free time in the evenings.
Last week I rode we rode Monday and then I rode like Wednesday and Thursday. I rode like 4 or 5 days last week. I don't know. But I rode a couple evenings. I went with a sick Thursday. Sucked. It was so windy. But I wouldn't have rode if it wasn't for the club. So it's like one of those things.
There you go.
And the club has done a lot for us with the fire. So I'm going to do as much as I can for the club and participate. So we had a good average Joe too, and on Saturday. Oh yeah, I rode Saturday morning.
Yeah, because I see.
Yeah. So what's nice is I can do that, and I have an amazing employees at my paddle store, and I got there a little after 10 to do some demos. I had at 11, so I still got there in time to do that. Yeah. They gave me the freedom.
Yeah.
But weekdays are a little tough because I still feel like, well, I drove 800, 900 miles the last few days, round trip. Thought about putting my bike in the trailer, but I just crammed a lot. And then I put out a thing last week because there's like no like Brooks saddles. I love the Cambium C17. Gene Oliver reached out to me on the gram, basically sent me a brand new saddle for like nothing. He's like, "Oh, you can have it." I'm like, "No, we gotta compromise." It was ridiculous. It showed up in the mail in the packaging, like never used. And
you should have sent him like a Sequoia frame.
Oh yeah. I told him, I was like, because he's like, "Oh, I love the podcast," and we were chatting about shoes yesterday. In our RX-8s. And I was like, I would send you a bunch of GTD swag, but my bag of everything was in the fire.
I know. I was at Rothrock, and I had like a little Ziploc baggie.
I had all the stickers and stuff.
And I had like, you could have a sticker.
I don't have any of the Grateful Dead stuff, and I'm like, man, we just have to order more.
We just need to do a big order. And
so that's, I mean, that's kind of wrapping it up. I made a list. That's all I really want to talk about. I freaking love, I've talked about a lot of bikes on this podcast. But I will honestly say that Kona is just a really good Swiss Army knife. It's a Swiss Army knife. Like I said, I wanted when I bought that Diverge frame, not your Diverge, the one before it, the bronze Future Shock one, like in 17, when I got rid of my S-Works and tried to combine and all the stuff. The Sequoia I still love the Sequoia, but that Kona just seems like it's a nice endurance, everything. Yeah. And it's so light for climbing.
Cool.
And the gearing is amazing. It's like 4630. It came, I think, with 1136 in the back.
Wow.
I have 1130 on it now for my road wheel set.
Okay.
But we'll see how it rides with 650s this weekend.
Well, I want to, you had actually said, bring your, because my Diverge, my frame I know won't fit.
Oh, yeah, we were going to,
38.
You went out to dinner, and we just need to throw them in.
I don't know.
So those 650s clear, I put them on my All City just to hold the wheels on there. Yeah. The front, I have so much clearance with the 650 by 47s. The back rubs. But I could totally put some like gravel setup on the All City.
Nice. Anything from Unbound that you saw? Well, I mean, I've been out of the loop.
I would just say it. I mean, it seemed like an awesome year for it. They did really well with everything that's happened in the past and coming back. I mean, like everyone had Unbound crammed down their throat this weekend. That was pretty obvious. But there were some awesome rides. Rich did the big 350. He had a bad crash, it looked like.
Did he really?
And he still rode like, I think at 105.
You stay in touch with so much stuff, I just can't.
I knew Rich was doing it, so I stalked his Instagram, and other folks I stalked. Rich had like, I didn't like talk to him. I was going to message him about the podcast, but it's turned out he went down like at 150 or 105 or something. He might be able to correct me. I don't know if I can find it. It still rode to like 190 miles.
Did he? So he finished?
No, it was a 350, but he still rode like 80-something miles after a crash, which is pretty cool. He did it with there was another girl up there. Dave posted, because the volunteers.
Yep. I saw that.
She rode with him. Mark, Philly Bike Expo Mark.
Yeah, saw that.
He beat the sun.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. And then Cynthia Frazier, she had she has the gravel ride down in Buena Vista. What is that one called?
That's right. I think it's Buena Vista.
Oh.
I think that's it.
Oh, okay. I forgot. She's down in where my sister went to school at VMI. I mean, she's been doing some badass rides. She blasted like that Trans Virginia like in a record or something.
Wow.
But she podiumed in the 350.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn! Congratulations.
That was pretty good. So we had the Mid Atlantic represented pretty well.
Nice.
Outstanding. And no, Unbound didn't. I looked at all the pictures. Like I think COVID's canceled out there too.
COVID's canceled everywhere.
COVID's canceled except for Panda Express.
It's canceled everywhere.
No, like I said, I think everyone got it shoved down their throat. But huge shout out, although he doesn't listen, and I'll tweet him. But Ted King came he crossed third and fourth. He broke his collarbone like 3 weeks ago.
I know.
Which is freaking. So he beat like pretty big pros on a broken collarbone. Broken but healed. Like that's just pretty badass. He's just a beast.
That's an animal.
And he's old. He's 38.
Animal.
I think that's kind of my sum. Well, we're moving forward shop stuff pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to jinx and say too much stuff, but
don't.
it's looking good.
Looking good.
I hope so. My paddle store is completely stocked.
Awesome.
I get inflated. Yeah, I get all the paddle stuff tomorrow. But
cool.
I just took our whole 10 minutes we said we're going to do and just add 20 onto that.
Yep.
Just for myself.
We're 25. It's going to be a long episode, but you know what? It's our podcast.
Yeah.
And that's it. You just want to listen to it? Tanya and Marianne are probably like, get to the Rothrock stuff already.
Let's see.
Strava Club. We got to give Strava Club a shout out.
Any Nittany bags up there? I saw Evan was up there.
I didn't even go over.
Oh, that's right. You didn't.
I literally
did. I show you the
rolled in and rolled out.
Because of the whole fire, I had Evan and Josh set me up. I got a crap ton of bags. They were sitting in the back of my car the other day, and like people were coming up. I was like a drug dealer, like opening the trunk, and they're all just laid out. Like, here you go.
Y'all like some
I got one of the new the half pack. So we have the frame bags. Mm-hmm. They have the half of that. It's a smaller bag, which works great for full water bottles.
Really?
Because it's my biggest problem. Actually, my only downside to the Kona, the freaking water bottles on the bottom. Because you can put 3. You can put 2 in the top, 2 in the down tube, and 1 in the seat tube.
Yeah.
The 2 on the 2 normal ones are so freaking close to bottles touch. It's like you had all that room. That frame is huge.
Well, I can see where
but it does drop it down for frame bags. Like the Kona.
Because you got the one
I
bottle
think it was designed for that.
The bottle is
super low.
Super low.
I think it was designed for frame bags, but the one from Nittany works great when like you just need a little bit of extra stuff.
I got bike bag stuff into this or that.
Oh, okay.
Still got a this or that.
I'm a bike bag whore or whatever. Are we allowed to say that?
You can say whatever you want. It's our podcast.
Oh, yeah, I know. But there's kids.
Doesn't this feel good without the cameras?
It does.
Without all that.
I'm not looking at the live feed.
It's just you're just running.
I'm
our
6
mouths.
White Claws in.
Feels really good. Do Strava Club. Do Strava Club.
I did. All right, this is the Joey episode. I actually told you I was going to go out Sunday night for more miles to make the top 100. But people crushed the top 100.
Oh my goodness, the number went way up.
Top 100 because I'm used to about 130, 134. I was a little off. 148.8.
Woo!
I think a lot of our listeners were doing bike events this weekend.
Could be
Bikes and beers.
Could be
Rothrock.
And it's also like the first weekend in June.
It was beautiful. Well, no, it was not beautiful. Sorry.
No,
it freaking sucked.
Yeah.
KG rides from Santiva, Florida with 181 miles.
Good job, KG.
Kelly Riley from Wilmington, Delaware with 156.
Good job, Kelly.
And Anna Wolski from Michigan with 155 miles even.
Good job, Anna.
We are down 2 members.
How did this happen?
I think Jess unfollowed us.
Did she really?
She didn't realize she followed us already. 727 from 729. So if you want to bump us back up, strava.com/clubs/gravel travel dirt. It was great. Jess was asking me how to find it, and I just spat that off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you got it down pat.
Yeah.
We still don't have any clarification on the mustache
Should we just
challenge.
make it 2,000?
We'll just make it 2,000.
Yeah.
At some point in the future, whenever we reach 2,000, God willing, if we're still here, I'll grow a mustache. So the meat and potatoes of this is going to be the sounds of Rothrock. I like that. I've already edited it.
There's so many cool people up there. I was so bummed.
Oh, yeah. And if I'd known Evan was there and Nittany was down there, I would have
I didn't
definitely
know
gone down
Dave and Alex. I assumed actually Dave would have been there.
Celine was there.
Yeah, there was so many cool people. And I'm like, and you guys stayed on a nice little babbling brook.
Yep, in a dump. Oh my God, sorry Nadine, that Airbnb was a dump. Larry and I were in this little like.
So
I told you.
You were afraid of the Airbnb, but the Airbnb was afraid of Larry.
That's what it was. We were in this little tiny room upstairs with no air conditioner, and it was hot. And basically, it was like a metal frame bed with like a blanket on it as a mattress. It's like
Did
now
it hurt?
I know. Yes, now I know what it feels like to sleep in prison.
See, you know why Larry had no problems. You hurt from the mattress thing. The mattress thing hurt because of Larry.
Let's. So sounds of Rothrock will come here in just a few minutes. Let's do this or that. It's just the two of us. Big bike,
the
Joey.
two of us.
Big bike bag with more space than you need, or a small bike bag jammed full of stuff, like busting at the seams. So you can't get anything out.
I'm going to go small.
Really? Why?
I used to, in my scout days, whatever, I used to do a lot of backpacking and camping, and everyone knows the more room you have, the more you overpack.
Yeah, and actually that first one, a big bike bag with more space, is
and
not,
then
because you're going to jam it full.
So I haven't been bikepacking in 2 years this July.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time I went bikepacking, I just gave Wes extra stuff.
So
Wes carried the tent and some other stuff. I'm like, that's all you got to do. Find the sucker.
I want to say I would definitely go with a smaller bike bag. Because I agree. I think,
if it's busting the seams, you can find stuff to get rid of.
Yeah.
Although my pierogi bag is usually pretty packed.
Another shout outs to the Rootworks bag.
Oh yeah.
That did a legit gravel event, and Rothrock
you've been putting it through its abuses.
Yeah, no joke.
Paces.
I mean that the Geddes Road climb was more of a mountain bike climb. It was like a double track brick rock monstrosity, and it was a long climb. And the bag did great. My watch is going crazy. So I'm going to give the Rootworks bag a shout out. And I saw them on Instagram today. They posted something that their store opens back up tomorrow. So if anybody's looking for one of those bags. Joey, second item on this or that. Pickles or bananas at a rest stop?
I hate bananas so much.
I know.
And they're bad juju for fishing. So
I don't like the
flavor of banana.
I like a banana, but I don't know what the obsession is with a banana at a rest stop.
You get everything you need.
I don't.
But pickles and high C,
pickles and peanut butter. We've talked about that before. Yeah. Pickles and peanut butter.
I think pickles have brought me back from the dead multiple rides.
We're both on the pickle train.
And I wasn't grateful.
Yeah, the pickle train.
I don't even like the flavor of banana. I'll try bananas.
I like banana.
Now, if you put a crap ton of sugar and peanut butter, I'll eat a banana. Like you get like gobstopper banana flavor and stuff. No, that's freaking disgusting.
Well, artificial banana. That's just weird.
Why would you aren't bananas artificial anyway?
No. We just peel them wrong. Anyway, third item on this week's This or That. Joey, Tuesday or Wednesday?
I actually like the Wednesday. If this was a normal shop thing, Tuesdays I'm getting back into the swing of things at work. Mm-hmm. So Tuesdays are always crammed.
Yeah.
I mean, Wednesday was nice because I was just.
So
I was going to do this from the hotel last night. This is a lot.
I was exhausted last night. We were going to try to do it, and it's just like, no, we don't need to do this.
I got some great tacos last night at the hotel.
Some tacos?
I went to the Shacky hotel. I actually went to a really bad hotel first that it looked great online.
Okay.
So I don't trust my trailer here. So I went like 20 miles up to Emporia, Virginia, not Kansas. And I found a nice little sleep in. It had like the best rate in the area. It wasn't too expensive. And there was a little taco shack in the Days Inn next door.
Nice.
I was like, this is freaking awesome. It was so good.
Some tacos.
Yeah.
Some tacos. We're looking for some feedback. Joey and I were just here talking before the podcast recording tonight.
The Wednesday I like the Wednesday.
Wednesday's okay. It's 6 a
month. I think the reason we used to do Tuesday because we launched Thursday and you used to do a lot of editing.
I used to do a lot.
So that gave you time. If we used to do Wednesdays.
Yeah, I used to take all the ahs and ums and
we're not that bad anymore.
Well, no, I just don't care anymore.
You don't care, yeah.
No, we've gotten smoother. I think we've gotten smoother on the mic, and it's just we're being ourselves.
Yeah.
But the live stream thing, I mean,
we set up instantly tonight.
I mean, this is legitimately. It feels really good.
So maybe we do it once a month.
That's what I was thinking.
How about we do a poll?
Let's do something. Let's get some feedback on live streams.
We won't live stream until we get 800 Strava members.
Or no, YouTube subscribers.
The live stream is fun.
I still like Tuesday though.
Oh, we've been doing it forever.
Know. Tuesday, Wednesday. It's all
Stuart's father left on a Tuesday.
It's all Blur's Day since COVID, so it doesn't really matter.
I have been really bad since the fire.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Monday morning I woke up. I thought it was Saturday. Like I was like mentally like, oh crap, I gotta get up.
Yeah. Last item on this or that, and this is some of my Rothrock experience. Loose gravel on a descent. Or chunky embedded rocks on a steep uphill.
Ooh, that one's tough.
I had them both.
I'd probably use descent.
Really? I did.
I feel like I said I'm not a fast person, but my bike handling, I would say, is pretty decent. And I don't have to pedal. Yeah.
I actually, we've talked about this before. I enjoy the ups more than I enjoy the downs.
I enjoy the ups with the Kona.
I was cussing those Geddes Road rocks on those 38s, but I handled it. I never had to step off the bike.
Step off,
and it was weird. It was like the climb was like as soon as you thought it was like, okay, it's finally done, and then it'd be like, nope, you go around a corner and be like, more rock. It'd smooth out and again, oh, it's done, and like, nope, there's more rock. I still think I'd go with the chunky embedded rocks. The loose gravel just it sketched me out, and
well,
I think it's just a mental thing, and I need to.
I wouldn't say it's one of my bugaboos.
I need more
because
float.
I got a nice bike.
I need more float in my tires. That's what I need. I need more float.
You can only do 42s on that frame.
I didn't even think I could do 42s.
Oh no, you got the aluminum. Yeah, you're maxed.
Yeah, I'm maxed at 38.
So we'll try the 47 650s.
I might be looking at a new frame and fork set.
I don't like those. All cities have never come back in. I have one on hold that was supposed to be here a month ago. I don't know if I should say this online.
Well, go ahead and say it then.
No, Salsa. I put like $60,000-$70,000 wholesale pre-order. It's a wish list, they called it. And it might be good publicity if they hear it or someone hears it. I have not seen a single Salsa.
Really?
And then my rep called me. Mike's a great guy, but he's like, "Hey, I think I can get you 6 bikes by October."
Like, what bother?
I was like, "Well, keep them. I mean, I'm not going to cancel them.
No,
I'll get a couple. They're called Journeyers now, and a Warbird or something." I'm like, okay. And at this point in time now, I'm used to I'll get what I get.
Because here's where I'm at. I could take
6. That was a year from when I put the order in.
I still have all that old Tiagra stuff that was off the Diverge.
You need a Kona Libre.
So here's what I could do. If I could get a frame and fork set and pull all that GRX Di2 stuff off of that Diverge and put it into something that's a little gives me more clearance for true gravel.
Clearance.
And then actually take that Tiagra stuff and put it back on the Diverge, and then I still have a work bike.
Yeah. You got the bike you want to throw in the van.
Yeah, because I still,
not throw in a swamp.
Another conversation.
I will say, I won't give out too much detail. Specialized had a nice email. It might have been this morning or yesterday, whatever the blur is. They're actually, it's a double-edged sword, going to be selling a lot more frame options this year.
Really?
Coming up.
Okay.
Because of lack of parts. But it's also you get a frame option, the lack of parts, unless you switch.
Unless you're doing something like I'm thinking about doing.
It makes it kind of hard. No, SRAM itself is actually doing pretty decent with parts. They're better than Shimano is.
Okay.
Campy, you can get the new whatever gravel group set.
Well, no, I don't need a new set. That's what
I'm just saying online on the podcast.
I'm saying I'm saying just a frame and fork set. I could actually mix some things. I'd have to get some wheels. But that's like we can figure that out. That's not
I've been seeing a few Surleys. The Surleys are cool. Man, I'm so sold on that Kona. That's like the new.
That's obvious.
That's
awesome, dude.
I don't know what it's just easy. Like
anything that gets you stoked to get back on a bike, is awesome.
I'm excited.
Who cares?
I'm actually getting used to the 52 centimeter handlebars that I haven't swapped yet.
Oh, that's right. Because you're talking about you're going to narrow them up.
Yeah, I need to order some new whiskey bars. Like 40, I'll do 44s.
No, ride them at Loudon.
Well,
and see
I
what
would say, Loudon's my test for the handlebars and the 650s.
Because getting wide,
getting wide's nice except for your neck. You're used to I'm used to 42s.
Yeah, but I don't get wide when I'm like
wide'll be nice.
Wide,
on a sleeping bag.
Get wide when you get wide when you go downhill. That's
but
nice.
When your hoods are up here.
Oh, they're also still wide
up here. It's huge.
Yeah, it is still wide up there. Yeah,
that's a lot.
So it doesn't have a lot of sweep to the. It doesn't
have
a lot of flare.
It's got sweep and flare, which is even more than 52 or 51. Those are some big bars.
Yeah,
I love the whiskey bars, like the 9 degree and whatever. I don't know. I'm giving the whole stock shot at besides tubeless. Going tubeless at Loudon.
Oh, you got to do that.
I'm really stoked.
That's a no brainer. That's a no brainer. We're not shutting this down, but have you got anything else you want to add before we go over to the sounds of Rothrock?
Oh, yeah.
Anything?
No, I just keep talking.
Once again, man, this has really been...
Yeah.
It's felt very freeing.
It has.
It's just
like we're going commando.
Super old. Super old.
I almost
school.
went
Feels
commando.
good. Sometimes I have to go commando by it's required. Just because.
No, my wife bought me new underwear. I got pink flamingos on them.
I can't tell you the number of times I'll be on a tour,
Yeah.
and I'll just go buy a new bag of underwear at Kmart or something.
I got too many. I like literally have holes in almost all my underwear, so Jess bought me new ones. If you're at Loudon, my start time is between 10:30 and 10:45 for the 40.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be lingering around there.
Good deal.
Because I have I don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. and drive out there for like an 8 o'clock start time.
Find Joey.
Find me. I'll be near the start within reason because there's still COVID guidelines. Don't know if I'll wear my GTD or pack or both, or I'll switch halfway through the route.
You could wear like one over top of the other one and like have it peeking through.
Oh, yeah.
Or actually,
I should sew it.
just say, right down the middle.
Because I have Wes's jersey that...
He doesn't ride a bike
actually, I have a
anymore,
large GTD jersey if anyone's interested. Wes still has never given me his address to mail him out a jersey.
You could just send it to Michigan. Just as West.
I'm going to send it to Dirty Chain Boys.
There you go. They'll find it too. Yeah. Thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. I hope you enjoy the sounds of Rothrock. Our show, folks, can be found wherever you find your favorite podcast. Joey, how can folks get in touch with us?
I'm not going to West it. Our website is at graveltraveldirt.com. Our Instagram is at MidAtlanticGTD. And our phone number, shall we still use it?
Sure, because that's how Emily.
410.
Emily, that's what she did. She called and left a nice voicemail.
What's the last 4 digits of your personal phone number? 410-231-3850.
And I want everybody to pay attention to Emily's voicemail.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's tight, it's concise, she gives the report, she gives the wrap, and it's like 2 minutes long. She didn't have to go and like ramble on. So job well done, Emily. I very much appreciate that.
I will say, find the whatever crap app on your iPhone, or people still use Android, which is surprising. My parents, I don't know why they still use it.
I want to get a BlackBerry.
I want my old Razor. Do a soundbite, do a sound clip,
and email it
to us because it's a lot clearer. Yeah. If you want to blabble on for 40 minutes, probably going to edit out 38 of that. But it just sounds a little better. Folks,
Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt is recorded this week from State College, Pennsylvania, and the Rothrock State Forest.
And wherever Larry is.
And Joey's Kitchen. Thanks for riding along with us. Until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, respect others, stay healthy.
Love you, bye.
Should I drop the stay healthy? You know,
everyone should always stay healthy.
No, COVID's over, though. I added the stay healthy. I did. I added the stay healthy when COVID started.
COVID was canceled.
So if COVID's been canceled, maybe we should just go back to do good, be nice, go slow, respect others.
We don't say that anymore?
Yeah, we do. Oh. I say that, but I just
don't pay attention.
I added the and stay healthy at the end when COVID started. So I'm thinking I'm going to drop it. Because COVID
drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like COVID is no more. Do good, be nice, go slow, respect others. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Here we are, Rothrock, Grit, Gravel Grinder, Packet Pickup. I'm here with Tanya, Marianne, and Eric. They're going to give us a bit of the rundown of the weekend, what it looks like, what the course conditions are, what the cider tastes like, all of that good stuff. Tanya, hello. Good to see you.
Hello, Brian. I'm doing great. Today I was out marking the course, running around, picking up prizes.
I was marking the course, and we almost ran out of gas and didn't get back.
It's always fun. It adds a little excitement.
Well, that's kind of scary. Yeah. You guys are off in the forest, so that's a little sketchy.
With no cell service, yes.
I actually ran into Axeman, and he had the 2 kegs for the finish line, and that was awesome. He had his dog Lucy with him, and they rolled in as I was talking to a camper van that was staying the night at Tussey. They're there all weekend at Tussey Mountain camping out with their dogs. And then I went and met the other guys that are marking the rest of the course and gave them some more extra supplies, and
excellent.
It was awesome.
Well, I'm going to tell you, this place that you've got for packet pickup is pretty badass. This J&L Cidery, is that correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You got packet pickup going over here. You got the Big Stands Arch over there. You've got cider over there. You got fire pits. You've got food trucks. I mean, this is really
Pulled pork.
It's looking like it's going to be a great night. I'm here with a couple of people, and I told them they went to the Airbnb. I said, y'all need to get over here now because this is where everything's going to be happening tonight. So I give them a shout out too. How can folks reach out to them? J&L Cidery. They on the web, I'm sure, or something.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Instagram, Facebook.
Cool.
Yeah, I know these boys for years. I hang out with them quite a bit. The LeClaire brothers, I love them.
Okay,
they're
cool.
Great guys.
Cool. Let's talk about the course. What's the course conditions look like when we have some rain and all of that?
Everybody is getting to see Rothrock in its prime condition right now. They freshly graveled a few weeks ago, and it just rained yesterday, so you're not going to get dusted by cars anymore. It's going to dry up pretty nice, so it's not going to be wet. You might have a couple puddles here and there, maybe, but for the most part, you're getting the best conditions. I mean, there's cloud coverage in the sky right now, but the sun is shining. It's warmer temperatures, so you might need to stop at that aid station 1 and fill your water bottles before you head out to the Seeger Loop. If you're doing the long course, you might run out of water out there if you don't stop, you fast people, just so you know.
Forewarned.
Or afterwarned if this is playing after the race.
Well, forewarned that anybody's sitting here watching us. So you got some stuff some excitement that's going to happen out on the course, and I know there's been some teasers on Instagram. What's this new seating area that I've heard about?
Okay. Am I supposed to answer this?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I think we were trying to decide, something interesting to make the race, interesting. And I know there's a sofa in other gravel races that people sit
That's
upon.
gone.
The sofa's gone. Oh, well. Anyways.
The garage sale sofa.
The garage sale sofa.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Tanya came to me with an idea, was saying, hey, how about a throne? And it was a classic example of the man puts a piece of wood in the garage in 1982 with the hopes of using it someday. Well, I used that piece of wood here this week. It was a timber from a friend's chicken coop.
Excellent.
That was about 20-some feet long. I cut it up and made a throne out of it.
Yeah, and it's
Awesome.
awesome.
Added some bike parts and...
There were some pictures on Instagram, right? Or Facebook.
yeah.
I think I saw them on Instagram.
Yeah.
So.
Can I just say that I did ask for this throne about 2 years ago because we couldn't have our first race because of COVID.
Yeah.
And the throne did just get made when?
The throne was done on the weekend. I work better under pressure.
See?
All right. The QOM and the KOM awards were finished this morning. So
So the throne is going on our Strava-sponsored Thickhead Climb segment by Rothrock Coffee. Rothrock Coffee is sponsoring that Strava segment. And so make sure you're running your Strava and you record, because if you don't upload by 4 o'clock on Saturday,
no prize.
I was wondering about that. So it's all done via Strava.
Yep.
And the
That
cutoff
segment
time.
is,
Yep.
Excellent.
And there will be a photographer at the throne, so we'll be getting pictures if people want to stop and get their picture taken, and we'll upload those to Facebook, and we'll use the hashtag #ClaimTheThrone.
Nice. I like that.
Yep.
I like that a whole lot.
and we have
That's
some
cool.
nice handmade awards. I'll give Jamie Bestwick credit himself. He came to me and gave me a block of wood, gave me a piece of rock, and said, "This is what I want." And I said, "Do I have artistic expression with the rest of it?" And he said, "Sure, go ahead." Cool. So, yeah, it'll be pretty cool.
So I'm going to ask a dumb question. So how excited are you guys that this is actually getting to happen after, planning so much last year, not having it happen? Then here we are. I feel like you're right on the very front edge of events that are happening. And it's almost like you're the kickoff. It's like
Yep.
the Daytona 500. It's happening, and this is where it's happening. So, there's other things going on, but this is what's happening right here in Pennsylvania, and that's all that really matters.
And mask updates are, all the coronavirus restrictions are being lifted now, so
Yeah.
it's just perfect timing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I've been telling everybody all week this event is groundbreaking.
Yeah.
I remember when Marianne Tanya said, "Yeah, we want to have an equal men's and women's field." Well, I've been a bike racer for years, and I'm like, "Oh, good luck with that." Well, I'll admit I had to eat the humble pie and apologize because they really hit the ground running and did some fantastic recruiting.
We have more women than men registered for the race. There are 180 women and 176 men.
That's
Hot
awesome.
damn, congratulations. I know from talking very early on, we were sitting in that little coffee shop or what it was after the canal, you guys came down for that ride. I remember talking to you about that focus on getting women engaged and participatory in the world of gravel. So, soup to nuts, congratulations. Job well done.
Yeah.
Job well
Awesome.
done. Keep that momentum.
I already doubted you.
We're super pumped. Like, I'm super excited. My husband's standing over here, and he'd probably be like maybe mad at me later or not, but last year I planned a wedding during COVID, and we got married during COVID, and I gotta say that planning this event right now, this last whole week, it's like planning a wedding, doing a race. Like, you're running wild and you're running hot, and the endorphins, you're on a high. And I just finished racing the Transylvania Epic last week, which is a 5-day mountain bike stage race, and it was my first time doing that. And I was like, drained from endorphins from that and feeling a little down and like just exhausted. And then it's like, bam, one thing to the next. And now we have the Grit Gravel Grinder that's here, and all these women are coming, and we're getting such a positive output from our community and support. We just can't thank people enough. Like, all of our sponsors and Eric from the bike shop, like he said, like, when we came and we said we wanted to do this, like, there were some doubters, and those people supported us too, but like, they weren't sure that we could pull it off. And honestly, like, we couldn't pull it off if it wasn't for the ladies that signed up for this race. And we have a lot of people, it's their first gravel event ever. There's like, what,
160, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's their first gravel event, gravel race.
Yeah, so one of the questions I got from somebody in an email was, what's the bike etiquette when you're out on a race course? And I thought to myself, like, what is the bike etiquette? She said I should make a post on it. And there's so many things going on, you can't do everything. And I replied to her and I said, bike etiquette is just like driving a car. You stay on the right side of the road, you pass on the left. You don't tailgate and you don't spike your brakes. You obey the traffic laws and you're courteous and kind to other people. Like, it's just like driving a car. Like, it's simple. So you can't really overthink it when you're in a race scenario. I know nerves are running high and people are stressed and they're worried about their performance and their fuel and their mechanicals and just everything that could go wrong, because shit could go sideways real fast, but it doesn't mean that you're going to have a bad experience, because those experiences are the things that make a race memorable, and those are the stories that people tell afterwards. So sometimes it's almost fun when shit goes sideways in the after fact.
There's no adventure if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Any shout outs to sponsors specific? Your big ones, anybody?
Thanks to the bicycle shop.
Thanks to Specialized Bicycles, Rothrock Coffee, Axeman Brewery, Robin Hood Brewery,
Netcrafter.
Netcrafter is actually paying the people that are standing on the podium, so that's huge. We just thank Fred for that. He's been a big supporter in cycling. He supports Unpaved Pennsylvania and Dave, and that's the whole reason he contacted us, is because he's seen Marianne and I run the Support Station 1, the ranch at Unpaved, and he just reached out to us. And actually I was like, I don't know, we're not really looking for outside support, but we appreciate it. And then in the end it worked out. So he's paying the podium people their cash. Stan's No Tubes, and of course, like, Dave and Celine have been huge supporters of us.
Pulled up
Celine's bringing her books. She just pulled up. They're running a little bit behind schedule.
Purple Lizard Maps.
Purple Lizard Maps. ESI grips. They sent us a bunch of grips, bar tapes.
Bowyer.
I'm looking at the map. Cliff looks like they're over there.
Oh, Hammer. Actually, Cliff is out. They cut
sorry.
their...
Oops.
Nope,
Bye-bye.
it's okay.
We'll edit that. I'll just go.
You don't have to edit it. Cliff made a boo-boo, and they cut their whole entire department, their field marketing department, which is supporting major events. And so we were really sad to see our contacts lose their jobs.
Sure.
And also to lose the support from them for our team and our race. But Hammer Nutrition really stepped it up, and they fully supported our race this year and sent a lot of fizz tabs and other nutrition, I don't know if they're calling them juice or gels.
And we also have Bowyer. So he's Bowyer.
Bowler?
I think it's
We designed a grit jersey, and we had them for sale, and some people bought some jerseys, and they also donated 10 or 15 jerseys for us to give away to participants.
Oh, awesome.
So
Awesome.
during the race tomorrow, we're going to choose some worthy people to give them to. And
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good job.
Also, Dronediculous. He's our
Dronediculous?
local
Yeah.
drone guy and video guy. He's awesome.
Yep, the drone will be out
yep.
there filming the
Yep,
start.
he'll be filming everything tomorrow.
Nice.
He should be on this interview
Yeah,
a
he
little
should be
bit
on this
later.
interview.
You'll
We'll
hear him a
He's
little
well
bit later.
spoken. He's well spoken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get you in a minute.
And Erica at Creative Freewheel, she designed our logo for us and helps us when we need help.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to get to ride tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while since I've put a number on, and so I think we're all kind of excited. This will be my first race back since before COVID. So
Yeah.
and
Yep.
So it was
I'm
the
riding. I'm not racing. Don't try to fool anybody. but-
Crotan.
Croatan.
Yeah,
Croatan.
was your last one.
Yeah.
That one didn't actually happen.
Well, you wrote it.
No, we were getting ready to
Oh.
go. We were getting ready to go, and we'd gone down to pre-ride it, and it was that weekend that we were all sitting, having dinner the night before we headed out when Matt canceled, and that was the first one to fall. So, all right. Well, thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining me.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I'm here with the drone man. Tell us
How's it
what's
going?
your name again? I'm sorry.
Brad.
Brad
Fay,
with.
and my company is called Dronediculous.
Okay, so you're doing a lot of this outdoor drone photography, video work, and all that. And I know that you've been
Yes.
really tied in with what the ladies here doing at Rothrock, so that's super cool.
Yeah.
What do you got planned for tomorrow?
Tomorrow we are gonna film sort of behind the scenes before the race starts,
Okay.
and then I'm easily gonna set a record for the most people I've ever had in a drone shot, which will be 300 some
Nice.
racers.
Nice.
So we're definitely gonna get all 300 taken off from the starting line. And then I have some some strategic points throughout the course that I'll be waiting for people to pass by. Once
Okay.
this race gets started, the field will get spread out.
Okay.
So I'll kind of jump around to a couple different key
Probably
points.
that location where that throne is going
Yes,
to
I'll
would
be
be a
up
key
there,
spot. Nice.
Get some
nice.
people coming through, sitting on the throne. Probably be up at the top of Geddes Ridge
Okay.
Road, which is a double track, brutal climb that's on the 25 mile. So everybody will do that climb.
Okay.
I shouldn't scare people. It's not brutal. It's tough, and but we'll be up there waiting for the people to I'll see them peeking over the hill there
nice.
on their last 100 yards,
That's
and
cool.
then they have a nice descent for a while. So we'll get them see their faces as they come up.
About front and back.
Yeah.
So what other stuff do you do in outdoor photography?
So
in drone photography.
I got into drones. Well, I saw everything sort of happened at the same time. I got into mountain biking.
Okay.
But I also got into drones with just sort of evolving into drones.
That's like-
I've always been
yeah.
into cameras and GoPros and all that, trying to film myself skiing. And I started to see drone footage. This is like 6 or 7 years ago.
Right.
Amateurs using drones. I'm like, how are they getting that shot? Oh, it's a drone. So I started getting into drones. And then at the same time I got the drone, I got into mountain biking. And if you want to ride in Rothrock, man, you really got to get into it and get your fitness up, learn how to ride all these rocks up here. Because I really wanted to film all my friends and other people like Tanya and
you got to kind of get there
Eric
to be
here.
able to do it. Yeah.
Everybody up there riding, it's incredible. But I had to teach myself to actually get up there to actually film people. So then I've just been hooked on mountain biking. Just got a gravel bike.
Nice.
Drones.
Nice.
I've been through so many drones. I love our forest.
How often do you wreck them?
Well, I'm on my fourth drone.
Okay,
so
that's actually not as bad as I thought it would be.
only one other one exists. So
Okay.
2 of them are gone somewhere. I can't tell you where they are, but they're gone.
That's fantastic. How can people find what it is that you're doing?
Instagram is the grip. I'm most active on Instagram, just Dronediculous. So if you think of the word ridiculous,
Add a drone in the front of it.
Dronediculous.
Got it.
And then my Facebook's pretty active. YouTube is semi-active. I try to wait till I have a longer video to put up on YouTube.
Sure.
But mainly Instagram, and then that'll link to all my sites when you go to the profile.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's super cool. I mean, it's such a unique thing. I've not seen as much of a drone focus as what they've done here with Rothrock,
right?
Centered around. I mean, and that's really a testament to pushing the technology edge. So,
yeah.
Right on. Cool. I'm excited about that. I'm
Thanks.
excited to see what you're actually able to produce tomorrow, especially that starting shot.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. I'm
All
ready
right.
for it. All right,
I'm
bro.
looking forward to it.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Yep,
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care.
Let's talk about nothing we know about. Sounds like a podcast I listen to.
Today on cider, beer, and wine, coming at you
Not
with...
necessarily in that order.
And you recognize that voice, friends. None other than himself, Mr. Dave Pryor. Father Dave, how are you doing?
I am getting good now.
Dave is consuming the cider. So we are at J&L Cidery. And what are there different types of ciders?
There are a number of different types. I think they had 6 on draft here.
Wow.
I know. And all locally grown. We're surrounded by apple trees.
I noticed that there's trees like right behind us that have all that stuff. And our
locally
maps are
sourced,
blown
as
away.
the kids would say. Artisanal ciders.
So are you riding tomorrow?
I will ride a bike tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm going to start early. I'm going to cheat and get to the first corner and point people in the right direction so they don't go up the wrong hill.
Excellent.
There's 2 ways up the hill, and one is worse than the other, and that's the way everyone's going.
Okay. I hear that the first climb is kind of nasty.
Is a Lulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing like stretching the legs early in the game, right?
Right. So this forest is the one just west of Bald Eagle State Forest where Unpaved is. And when I was with Transylvania Epic, the camp we had was right between the 2 of them, which was fantastic. So we'd ride Popatty, Bald Eagle State Forest one day, and the next day we'd ride Rothrock and Tussey Ridge, and then the next day we'd be back in Poe, and the next day so we'd crisscross and do that sort of stuff. There's so many trail options.
Yeah,
and you'll see all the sorts of single track shortcuts you could take. Don't take those with your gravel bike.
No, I will not do that.
Pro tip, anyone listening before this.
Trust me, I'm in the hero gravel mode for tomorrow. I saw the sign for Popatty, and I was like, unpaved land.
Take a right. You're almost there.
Paved country.
Yeah, it's almost there, but it's an hour from that spot.
Oh,
it's
really? Okay.
And it's maybe about a half hour, 45 minutes. Just so tucked in the corner and down. You can only drive 25 miles an hour, and it takes you.
Okay.
I always say Popatty is like everywhere in Pennsylvania is like 3 to 4 hours away until you want to get to Popatty, and then it's another hour because it's like in the pit of Pennsylvania. It's like right in the center.
Well, that's the best place to be.
It's so good.
That's the best place to be.
It's the creek around it. And,
I have to admit, I mean, I come up here more and more. Remember we had that way back Pennsylvania versus North Carolina thing?
Oh, I do, because we won.
And I the more I keep coming back up here, I was just up here to do Gap.
Right.
So I spent a lot of time up in Pittsburgh, and now all of a sudden here I am coming back again just a few days later.
Where else would you rather be?
And after I got through, so we came through York, stopped in York, cool little town, got up through Harrisburg, and then once you pop out the backside of Harrisburg and you're headed sort of, I guess it's west.
You're heading very much due north.
Due north at that point? Okay. Wow, it just takes on a whole really cool thing.
The Seven Mountains region.
It's really pretty. It's absolutely gorgeous. It was beautiful ride all along the Susquehanna through there.
And those crazy rock beds along the side. When we used to run Transylvania Epic, I always wanted to drive someone who came out from California and give them the ride from the airport and just watch their eyes pop out of their head as they saw the rock gardens that we go through.
I'm looking at the big rock slides, and all I'm thinking is rattlesnakes, because those rock slides are absolutely
You may see
horrible.
Rattlesnakes tomorrow. Many times when we put on stages Transylvania, if we're hanging out by the aid station, there'd be a giant rattler in the middle of the gravel roads.
Great.
So bunny hop it. The back end.
Stay away from the whole damn thing.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Did you listen? I had on one of our last fishing podcasts, I talked to Joey about whether he was more afraid of snakes.
It always comes back to
birds.
fishing podcasts.
No, it was about snakes or birds for Joey.
Ooh, that's a good this or that.
And that was what it was. It was would you rather catch a snake or catch an osprey on the end of your fish line? And Joey literally, I think he may have peed a little when that one came out because he wasn't exactly sure what he was going to do about it. But I brought up snakes, didn't I? Okay.
We brought up snakes. There's a 20 to 30% chance of a snake sighting tomorrow on these roads.
Okay.
On the gravel roads, just not even going on the single track.
I will
and especially on a hot sunny day tomorrow. Yeah, they'll be out.
They'll be out looking to sun themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's going to be a lovely day for everyone. So
it's supposed to be an absolutely gorgeous day.
Gorgeous.
So do you have any insight on gravel conditions for tomorrow for anybody?
I have not done the whole course, as a course. I came out here a couple years ago and did previous event here, and I kept going, wow, it's steeper in this forest. I forgot how steep the hills are in this side of the forest.
Yeah.
So I cut it short.
That's what I plan to do.
I don't think there's any rough stuff. I don't think there's like as I'm looking at the map to my right, I don't think Detweiler Run gets too gnarly. That might get a little chunky in some spots.
I heard this Thickhead Mountain Road.
Yeah, that's steep. That's
steep.
real.
But what's the gravel like? Do you know?
Not off the top of my head. It's it's a long road too, so I might have been on other parts of it at other times. I will say there is single track on this event.
Down there.
Collier Lake Trails.
Yep.
That's fun. That's real fun.
Cool.
That's on a mountain bike. It's real fun. I haven't done it on a gravel bike yet.
That'll be interesting.
But I have a dropper post, so I'm not too worried.
That's right. We've had that whole conversation. Outstanding.
Yes, dropper. I mean, yeah. It's funny because tomorrow my job is to get to that corner, point everyone in the right direction.
Which corner are you going to? The very first one.
Point everyone in the right direction up Laurel Run Road.
Okay.
And then once everyone's through, follow and start pulling arrows until we get to 8-1, and then my job is done. Now, at the turn of 8-1, the immediate left turn is Tussey Mountain Ridge Single Track Trail, which is one of the best in the country.
Oh, okay.
It's amazing.
So I know what you're going to do.
So if you look behind you where our car's parked, you can see my mountain bike.
I saw that when you drove in.
But then my wife said, we do have the hotel room for 2 nights. We could stay this Sunday. And it's like, well, then let's ride Tussey on Sunday. So I will gravel tomorrow.
Okay.
And then do probably the grittier, I won't do
the 50.
I won't do grittiest. I'm not gonna.
That's down here and up here.
Yeah, I will skip the Detweiler Run, Bear Meadows, Broad,
Yeah.
Gap. I don't need to do 4 more climbs.
Unfortunately, I have to be home tomorrow early afternoon.
Oh,
so
you're gonna hang out with me all day?
Well, I gotta get something done and get on the road.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I'm gonna make a decision here.
Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do grit.
I actually think that might be where I'm headed.
I think that's what you're gonna do.
Simply because I got a 4-hour drive and I need to be home.
You could do an out and back on Treacer Kettle, but if you don't want to ride single track, then there's no point.
So this goes out. And then it does this
the
loop.
route does that and then comes back and
then it comes back in.
If you wanted, if you're feeling, wow, I got to the cutoff time way earlier than I thought I would.
Well, it's such a late start, at 9:15, 9:30. That's the thing. So
there's a lot of pointing. You are telling everyone on the podcast who's going to listen to this later what to do.
This is actually
this is
the
how
best
coaching
thing.
works.
This is what you need to listen to next year.
All right,
just before the event takes place.
We're going to re-release this.
We'll do a replay.
When you guys take your couple weeks off again, you can replay this episode.
I hope people didn't take too much offense at that. That was hard.
If anyone did, then come talk to me. I'll be your security guard for that because well deserved after
Joey just
keeping us entertained through a pandemic.
It's our podcast, and I've had a fire.
You still put on podcasts after a fire. You've had a pandemic. Moving across the country, checking out for ghosting you guys for 6 months. We love you, Wes.
We love you, Wes.
And then finally get the band back together, and then guess what? Something hits the fan once in a while, so you take time out. But then a fire hits, and you still put out podcasts. So bravo.
Joey's a trooper. Joey, hands down, I can't say enough good things about my friend
He's a Kona
Joey.
rider now, which is a good thing. Which is not sponsored. But
he is so excited about that bike.
I think I'm on my 6th or 7th Kona.
He is just head over heels in love with that bike. And to get him back to carbon off of that steel train, that was
plastic's
a
real,
big,
man. It's
big
kind of fun.
move.
Yeah.
So. Right. Thank you, Dave, for chatting.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
I'll come back on anher 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, please. Go do 2 more ciders and then come back again. We're gonna do.
Let's do a cider test.
We'll do a Dave-o-meter. Yeah, because Celine's riding. You're kind of not.
I can do 20. I could actually park my car here and then pull arrows. I know how to do this. I'm a promoter, damn it.
Right on, Dave. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Well, hello there, Mr. Brian Rains.
How you doing, Larry?
I am doing excellent.
It has been so long since I've seen you in person, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been over a year.
I'm sitting here thinking, probably even longer than that. Probably a year and a half.
Yes.
Way too long for comfort.
Yes. Probably the last time I saw you was probably in December on a Global Fat Bike Day ride.
Could have been. Wow, geez, Larry.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen again.
No,
we gotta remedy that. I mean, you basically, to get here today, you ran your truck through a herd of deer, as I understand it.
Yes. Well, I didn't run him through it. I ran into him.
Was there more than one?
No, there was only one dancing back and forth, and he danced the wrong way, and I took him out.
That was a lot of damage to the front end of that truck. Did it do the ridgeline in, do you think?
I believe I'll be having a new vehicle here in the near future.
Very good. Make it a bike packing, carrying, toting machine is what you need to have.
Yes.
I don't know what's in your future, but I'm sure that's what it's going to be.
In my future is likely going to be a Toyota Tacoma.
Join the taco club.
I am, yes.
Join the taco club.
Wife is trying to talk me into a Highlander, and I do not want a Highlander. That is a...
Dirty stuff needs to go into the back.
Yes.
In a Highlander, you'd just be putting dirty stuff in a place you don't want to put dirty stuff.
I can put a camper top on top of a...
Come to the dark
Tacoma.
side. Just don't get a Subaru.
No. We're done with the Honda, but the Honda has served me well.
Yeah. So what distance are you riding tomorrow?
I'm doing 65 tomorrow.
Full thing or go home, right?
Yeah, full grittiest.
I am distraught. I mean, I'm sitting here and I told Dave Pryor was just here, and I was telling him my dilemma tomorrow that I have to be home early in the afternoon.
Right.
And he looked at me and he said, well, you're doing this one, and outlined with his finger on the map here the 25. I want to try. It all depends on what time I reach that first support station,
right,
as to whether or not I actually go on and do the 49 versus the 25. But duty calls, and Joey's not here to answer, so...
Well, we can follow and ride along with each other for the first loop and
figure out what time I get there.
Yeah.
I think that's the real key, is what time do we actually arrive at support station 1, because it's a late start with a 9:15, 9:30 start. That's that puts you back in the day, as that you lose a couple hours over a daylight start of 7 or whatever.
Easily.
But one thing it does allow us to do, since we're staying really close to the start, I think it's only like 10 minutes away, a nice breakfast. Now, what a luxury is that going to be, to get up early, get real food in your stomach before a ride?
I would love to have something other than just a snack.
Yeah, I think that could be a game changer. And I know why they're doing it, because it's June and it's there's tons of daylight,
right.
So get out there and ride your bike and do your thing, and who needs to get up super early in the morning? So I'm excited. I was telling Tanya when they were here before. Mm-hmm. I mean, this almost feels like a Daytona 500 season kickoff kind of thing. I know Unbound's going on. And I know there've been some other events. Monkey Knife Fight Dave did, but for me, it feels like this is like a something that was supposed to happen last year that took it on the chin for all that planning to get knocked down by COVID, when they never even had the opportunity to pull the trigger on an event. To have to push all of that planning forward a year, to me, it feels like it's a coming out, like a launching sort of a thing.
I would agree with that.
So,
absolutely.
Now,
you talking about Tanya from Sweetwater Whiskey Rebellion?
No, Tanya from Rothrock.
Rothrock, okay.
Tanya from Rothrock.
Okay.
Yep. What bike you riding?
I am riding the Diverge.
Okay. What's tire size?
We're doing the Pathfinder 38s.
38s. What's your pressure?
I think I'm running 45 in the front and 50 in the back.
Oh, we're twinsies.
Yeah.
I'm riding the Diverge, although yours is a little newer and a little nicer. I'm running the Diverge 38s, and I was thinking 45 across the board, but what's the thought process on 50 in the rear?
I'm a Clydesdale. I need a little extra air pressure in the back.
A little extra something. And I'm right there with you, so maybe I need to be thinking in that direction too.
It keeps me from bouncing off the edge of the rim.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, good deal. How's the cider?
Cider is wonderful. I am doing the something blue. I don't recall what the name of it.
Now you came from the Airbnb with the ladies, since your truck is Smashville.
That is correct.
You need to be very careful that you don't become Smashville
yes.
tonight before the ride tomorrow.
Well, I'm not driving, so yeah, that could happen.
That's my concern,
yeah.
is I want to make sure that you have plenty of that good food over there. What a fantastic place for a packet pickup, though, right?
Oh, this is awesome.
This is really nice. And when I turned in here, wasn't quite sure I was in the right place, because it felt like you were going into somebody's backyard. But then to pop behind the house and see this is really nice.
I talked to the young lady over there that's serving up the different drinks and the ciders, and she was telling me that they do this every weekend when it's nice like this. I'm actually thinking about bringing my wife back up here. And
how far a drive for you from home to here?
3 hours.
That's not bad.
Not at all.
Not bad. It was 4 for me. This could actually be a really nice middle of the ground, mid ground.
Absolutely. There's lots to do around here.
That's a good idea. Because it's gorgeous. I was just when I was talking today, I was like, coming up here, this is the second weekend back-to-back that I found myself in Pennsylvania on a bike. And popping through Harrisburg, once you get to the other side of Harrisburg, and he corrected me, I thought I was kind of headed west, but he said, no, you're really actually headed north. It's like it's a different place.
Oh, yeah.
It really feels different.
As soon as you come through Harrisburg, it thins out, and you start becoming, pretty much just out in the country.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the way I went up to do Lulaca.
Okay.
Went up through Harrisburg. And
how did that go?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a hard ride. I mean, that's 100 miles.
With 8, 9, 10,000 feet, how much of elevation? It might even been more than that.
I think I had like 9,300 maybe. Woo. Yeah, it was pretty killer.
I'm hoping I can get that 25 in tomorrow.
Well,
after riding behind people, sweeping people on a ride, doing 8 miles an hour on 1% grades, yeah, it's my conditioning, I'm not sure, is up to snuff. At least I question it.
I'm on my 9th race this year, and
wow.
Of course, from last year, I was really stressing because I couldn't find anything during COVID. I think I found like 3 races during COVID.
Yeah.
But, I'm making up for lost time this year.
Good deal. How many do you think you'll have by the end of the year? Because it's only June, and this is your 9th?
Yeah, I think I'm going to end up with about 12. 12, 13.
Yeah, I think you could probably squeeze in a few more. You doing unpaved?
I am doing unpaved.
So we need to coordinate that weekend because Joey's in charge of where we're staying and what we're doing and all of that. So
okay.
Keep you in the loop on that. I don't think Brett and Elise are inviting us back because nobody ever cut their grass.
Yeah, I heard that.
So I'm not exactly sure.
Wes offered and never delivered.
Never fulfilled. But we'll all be at unpaved. I can guarantee that. That's definitely locked in. It's happening. And we're all super stoked about that. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do between here and then, but I'm here now and I'll be there then, and that's the way it goes.
And then I've got one other this year I'm going to do that I'm not sure that I was very smart in signing up for, but I'm doing the SM 100, which is the mountain bike ride.
Okay. That's a legitimate pain train.
Yes, it is.
That's a 14-hour pain train.
That is.
Larry.
Well, it'll be my last ride in my 50s.
Okay.
And I'll be 60 years old after that. So.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to see if I have it in me.
You got it. I know you got it. I don't have any doubt in the world, but I know that is a verified ass kicker pain train extraordinaire. There's like 14,000 feet elevation on that, I think.
I believe,
something like that.
Yeah.
On a mountain bike.
With
legit mountain bike trail system.
There's very little road. There's just a couple transition roads, and that's it.
Wow.
I have ridden up Reddish Knob and that portion of the ride here recently, so I kind of know what to expect there.
You got anybody doing that with you?
Derek will.
I was just going to say, is Derek going to be in there?
Yeah, Derek's going to do it. So he offered to maybe give me some training, so I may go down to the George Washington and maybe do a little bit of training with him.
Wow, dude.
So, yeah,
wow.
We'll see if I got it or not.
Caution. Be careful.
I know he has at least, he's done it 3 times, and I know he didn't make the cutoffs twice.
Okay.
So, I may not make it either.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
What do they do in that situation on that race? Do they pull you or do you finish?
You finish. You just don't get counted as finished.
Okay. So you're under the DNF club.
Yep.
I gotcha.
So I'd like to not be in that club. I'd like to do a one and done.
Yeah.
Check it off the bucket list and then call it good.
I'm going to bet you if you put your mind to it with the training that you got and what you can do, no problem at all.
I think with all the gravel races and all the climbing and the gravel races will probably get me ready for it.
I'm going to let you get back to your cider.
All right.
I'm so glad you joined me, and I'm so good to see you. I swear, it's just been...
It's been forever.
Stupid COVID, but COVID's canceled.
Yes,
so
it is.
We're back in business. It's
Indeed,
back
we
on
are.
the menu.
We will do nothing but have fun.
Oh, let me get your names.
Dave Richard.
Dave Richard.
Nate Warner.
Dave and Nate, right?
No.
Dave and Nate.
Yeah, is it?
Dave, Nate.
Dave and Nate, right?
I thought you said Dave and Dave.
I mean, we can do that. That's fine. I like that. Dave and Dave.
Come on in, Tanya.
Okay.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Hey, they needed some water. What's up, Dave and Nate?
Got Dave and Nate from Specialized here. How are you guys doing tonight?
This is awesome.
Isn't this a great, this venue, I was telling Tanya earlier, I came around the corner, I wasn't sure I was in the right place, see the big arch, see the big field, see all of this stuff going on. It's so good to be back in the world of bike again, isn't it? After COVID?
Yeah, I saw, I think, like 4 or 5 people already come up to one another, hug, and say, "Oh, I haven't seen you for 2 years." And it's like so cool to be here for 10 minutes and see that happen 5 times.
Yeah. People are just excited to get back out and get doing stuff, and what an environment to do it in.
Yeah, absolutely. I was telling you, it's like, it feels it's got a little Daytona 500 kickoff season kind of feel thing going on, especially, all the work that Tanya and Marianne put into this for last year, and to have to push those plans forward. I mean, I'm going to give you some real big props for actually staying the course and not just saying COVID did us in and let's be done with it. So.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would have thrown the hands in the air and said, it just didn't work out. Oh, well.
Absolutely. We talk about this a lot on the podcast about, back when COVID first came on the scene, and everybody was like, what are directors going to do, having to refund entry fees? And our big push and our message that we tried to send was that these guys, they're out there doing this. It's not a part of USAC. It's grassroots. They're not getting big money out of it, and they're putting a lot of money up front. So if you can afford it, just let that entry ride. Don't worry about it. And I think most people probably did that across the board.
Most everybody rolled over. I think we only had 19 people request a 50% refund, and then we had 18 people just donate 100% to charity, and then we made some charitable contributions to the YMCA, Harvest Field Community Trail, and then our local NICA mountain bike junior race team.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. So, what's Specialized involvement here? What are you guys doing?
Well, Specialized sponsors the team that Tanya is a part of or runs, Happy Valley Women's Cycling. Mm-hmm. So we're pumped to be partnered with them. So it's pretty easy decision on our part to come in and support an event that they're putting on. And there's not too many people who can throw an event like this and have an awesome mix of riders. I think if I read the numbers correctly last time, like 100 people or so, somewhere around there, correct me if I'm wrong, are attending this as their first gravel event. That's not an easy thing for a promoter to pull off.
Right.
So
and to be able to engage women like they've done.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
To be able to pull in that demographic. It's fantastic.
Right.
We've said for a long time, we've been doing our podcast for 2.5 years, and we talk about it. It's like gravel cycling seems to have such an open kind of community feel to it, and it's very welcoming in that respect. It's not road racing, it's not the hardcore mountain bike scene. It's just someone lives in the middle, and it's a super cool environment to pull new riders in, and it's just been a great job.
Yeah, and also it's really great to see more women and just more people on bikes in general, because one of the reasons why I started a women's cycling team is because there weren't any women in my area racing, and I had traveled outside of State College a couple times and met other women that were racing that they were resting, but I didn't know that, and I was just as fast as them, and I thought, well, I can race too, and signed up for my first race because Vicky Barkley encouraged me to do it. And it's just great to have other women and people to race with, and this is a gravel event, and there's a non-competitive aspect, but there's also a lot of fast women here ready to race and sit upon the throne and take that first spot on the podium, so that's really exciting too. I don't even know who they are. I can't wait to see them win.
the first among many to sit on the throne. That's really cool. That is really cool. So what do you guys? Oh, got bottles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that bottle?
That was one of our contributions here. So I guess everybody who does the race gets to leave with one or two.
One, and then the volunteers also get a water bottle too. But it's this awesome graphic that Erica designed for us, and it has the elevation chart, and it says the 25 miles, it shows the elevation chart, and then it goes to the 49 miles elevation, and then the grittiest, the 65 miles, 7,500 feet of climbing. And my favorite quote that we got so far is, we had a lot of questions about what exactly is the elevation, because apparently, like Strava and Wahoo and Garmin, and like no matter what you run, it always says something different. So people were asking me, like, what is the elevation? And Marianne said, like, to me in private conversation, dude, you got to be going up a lot of hills.
I think I counted, it was like 5 climbs on the grittiest.
Yeah.
Five big climbs plus all of the. Oh, that's actually 6. Well, it's going to be an ass kicker. I'm excited to ride it. You guys riding?
I'm riding. Dave?
I am just going to do neutral support.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll join you.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, guys, for joining us, and thanks for being a part of something here with Tanya and what they've got going on. It's super exciting. It's super cool.
It's really exciting. Tomorrow to see the first person cross the finish line to the last person, like everybody has like just a big smile on their face. It's a huge accomplishment no matter what your level is. So it's going to be a good time.
Yes, sir. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Nadine and Amanda doing the big ride. You're going. What distance are you guys after tomorrow?
Just the 20, the small one.
Okay. You?
Yeah, it's just the 20, but you know darn well that the 20 here at Rothrock is like the 60.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's your bike? Nadine.
My Sequoia Specialized.
Doing the Sequoia.
Yep. And
Joey.
thank you, Specialized. They provided us with a free flight
Oh,
tonight.
really?
A free flight.
That's awesome.
Complimentary of Specialized of cider.
Well, you just missed Dave and Newt from Specialized Brand Marketing were just here, so you could have thanked them in person. He's right over here behind me, so you could go up and thank him in person.
I will
Amanda,
do
what
that.
are you riding tomorrow?
It's an old cyclocross bike that I picked up used. It's a Felt 85X.
Nice. Well, y'all get it done. I have all the faith in the world. No problem. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. You guys worried about any part of it tomorrow?
The hill.
All of it. All of it. Are you kidding?
No.
No. She wanted, so Amanda said, have you taken a look at the route yet? And I said, not at all. I said, and don't tell me anything about it.
Okay.
So when I get there,
probably
I'll
did.
deal with it.
I made the mistake of looking at the route description.
So I think on the 25, there's just 2 really considerable climbs. And it's the first one coming out Laurel Run Road. And then there's a second one, I want to say, up through here. We're looking at a map on Getty's Road, I think. And then that's it. You're down to the checkpoint and out the back door. So, yeah, I don't think you're going to have any problems doing it, getting it done. What about tire selection, tire sizes? Nadine?
Oh, my goodness. What do I have?
38 Pathfinders. I think
exactly
we both do.
right. We
That's
both
what I'm
have
rolling.
Yep.
That's
We
what
all
I'm
3 of
rolling.
us.
Nice.
38s.
Nice.
Yep.
I haven't been to the Airbnb yet that we're staying at tonight. What's it look like?
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's on the river. There's a hammock. There's a fire pit. These are the important things.
Isn't this place amazing, though?
Awesome.
This is incredible.
When I rolled up here at 4 o'clock and I texted you guys and I'm like, don't spend any time there. Come over here because this seems like this is where it's going to everything. They got live music, cider. Nadine's gotten free drinks.
We've had pierogies. The pierogies are delicious.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking about for dinner.
Man,
I don't even know
pierogies are
what to go
wonderful.
get, so I need to actually go get something because I'm starting to get hungry. All right, guys, we're going to get it done tomorrow.
We are.
Right on. Thanks.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, Tanya, we got Josh and Emily, and you definitely wanted me to talk to both Josh and Emily because Josh is a part of the Harvest, correct me if I'm wrong, Harvest Fields Community Trail.
You got it.
I got
HFCT.
it. And Emily, we're going to talk to you in a minute because you're getting ready to do something big, and we want to hear all about that. But before we get there, what I'd like to hear is a little bit more about Harvest Fields.
Yeah.
Josh?
So Harvest Fields is really an amazing community collaboration that started about 2.5 years ago with sort of a vision to create a gateway trail system in the center region. As everybody here or maybe listening realizes, Central PA's got some amazing gravel and pretty gnarly rocky stuff. pretty high entry barrier for beginners to get in. So sort of one thing led to another. Calvary Church, who owns Harvest Field's property, partnered with the Nittany Mountain Biking Association, and almost shabam whiz bang 18 months. We hired a professional trail designer, raised $250,000, hired a professional trail building crew, opened the trail system last fall, and now we're $100,000 into fundraising for a mountain bike skills park. Just finished the design phase of that.
Congratulations. I mean, you just described that in 30 seconds, but that 30 seconds is a lifetime's worth of work for a lot of people. That's fantastic. And you did that in what time period?
About 2 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. Had an amazing diversity of partners, which is really what makes it happen.
Awesome. Now, Tanya, what's Rothrock doing for Harvest Fields?
All right, so since the beginning, when we designed Rothrock Grit, we have decided that all the profits from our race would go to nonprofits. So we raised $10,000, give or take a little bit, still waiting for some final bills, but the $10,000 is going to community nonprofit charities, and Harvest Field Community Trails really is like heavy on our heart because it's something that's going to continually give back to the community forever for the unforeseeable future. So we are making a donation to that, and we don't know the amount yet because we are also giving to the Friends of Rothrock for the Rothrock Trail Initiative, which is an extension of the Musser Gap Trail system, and then also to the CVIM Medical Center. So those are the three that we've decided on so far, and we're super excited to give back to Harvest Field Community Trails.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That is really awesome. I mean, it fits so well with the mission of getting, I mean, how many first-time riders for events do you have on this? I can only imagine that type of a system is going to increase that number even exponentially more into the future. Now, Emily, tell everybody how old you are.
I'm 15.
And now what are you getting ready to do tomorrow, Emily?
I'm going to ride the 49-mile grit ride.
Yeah, take that. Don't discount that extra 4 miles. You're going to earn every 4 of those extra miles.
Yep.
Well, what have you been doing to train?
Well, my dad and I have been trying to do rides 2 times a week just to get ready with being in the saddle for multiple hours and pushing past a pain point of when you just don't want to be on your bike anymore, but you got to keep going and get those extra miles in. So that's been good, and also balancing my calories that I'm burning with how much I'm putting in my body and my hydration levels and my blood sugar and all that stuff.
Wow, good job. You just described a good training program that maybe I should listen to because I don't do anything like that. I don't do anything close to that. What's your bike you're riding?
I'm riding my Salsa Timberjack, which has some really cool wolf tooth components on it that are all nice and purple because I love purple. So.
And tire selection?
2.8s, 27.5 plus.
Okay.
We went for the hardtail versus the gravel bike.
Sure.
Just makes the descents pleasurable, no work.
Right.
So we sort of made that call probably halfway into her training. She also has a Rove gravel bike, but
little less sketch involved.
Yeah.
And
basically zero sketch.
Little more confidence, and probably makes Dad feel a little bit better barreling down some of those descents because at 15 I think you go hard, right?
No holding back.
Awesome. That is fantastic. Well, congratulations ahead of time because with that attitude and that training, I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to get it done. I look forward to seeing more things from you, and congratulations on the trail system.
Yeah,
That's
you.
fantastic. Thank you for doing that heavy lift, that work to make a difference in people's lives. And thank you, Tanya.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Hi, this is Emily Stapleton. I'm just calling in to talk about how I felt about the ride yesterday. I had a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed getting to see other people riding the same ride that I was riding and talk to them a little bit. The hardest part for me, though, was definitely the climb coming back. I was really glad that I rode my mountain bike because a lot of people coming down the back of Thickhead were struggling with all the ruts and rocks that there are, so I was glad to be able to conserve some energy coming down the back of that. The hardest part for me, I would say, is definitely coming up Treaster Kettle at the end. It's super steep there at the beginning, and it was really hot, and I ran out of water, and I was just like, whew, trying to will myself to keep pedaling my bike at that point. Otherwise, the aid stations were amazing. The volunteers were so nice, and I was just really appreciative of everybody who made this event happen, and I will definitely be signing up to ride again next year.